afternoon, and welcome to a special episode of Think Tank Thursday. This episode was recorded live at the TrainerTainment Sales and Business Pro Conference that took place April 26th through 28th. We were thrilled to have our industry partners join us and wanted to share their expertise. So throughout the day at the conference, we gathered questions from our attendees and hosted a live Q&A at the end of each day. And that is what we are going to share with you today. This expert panel consists of Jeff Kolinick from McGowan Allied, Jackie Hagar from Hagar Communications, John Keys of Embed, Lori Ovenden of Creative Works, along with Scott Kennedy, Beth Stanley of TrainerTainment, and Drew Perro of Simnox. Before we jump in, I want to give a special thanks to our Think Tank sponsors. We are forever grateful that Party Center Software, Betson, Embed, Simnox, and Redemption Plus have agreed to support the sharing of growth-inspiring information with you guys. Okay, so we hope you enjoy our first ever live Q&A recorded in front of a conference audience. Enjoy.
Thank you guys for coming to Think Tank Thursday. If you don't mind, please introduce yourself and say the company that you're with.
Jeff Kolinick, McGowan Allied.
Jackie Hagar, Hagar Communication.
John Keys, Embed.
Lori Ovenden, Creative Works.
Scott Kennedy, Creative Works.
Beth Stanley, TrainerTainment.
Drew Perro, Simnox Solutions.
All right, thank you. This episode of Think Tank Thursday is a special Q&A from our Sales and Business Pro Conference. So we have questions that will be coming out, and I don't know who they'll be for, so I'm just going to randomly reach in and get some expert opinion on some questions.
And I think we should have all of our conference attendees give a big woo, because we had a great day. Ready? Woo!
All right. First question comes from Luke from AMP Adventure Park. For cashless providers, what is the biggest improvement you think needs to be made across all systems?
You want to start with Drew, or do you want me to? You can go ahead. Okay. I think we saw this at IAPA and Amusement Expo. I think one of the critical pieces is really looking at integrations and making sure that all of the systems that are in the locations have the ability to communicate and share that information. And it's kind of like if you go to a resort, you don't necessarily care where you are, everything gets posted. And so it's that same thing. We want to create that effortless experience.
I don't know if it's something that needs to be fixed, but probably what we need to do, it's fairly new, is just making giving them the ability to play the games directly from their app, from their phone. We're starting to hear that a lot now.
Yep.
They don't even want to bother with the cards and stopping at a kiosk or a POS station. They want to be able to go directly to a game room to start playing games.
Well, I would sure think that would make people feel connected to your place. Like if I have an app for that, why would I go anywhere else, right? Maybe. I guess that's the thought.
Yeah, well, and if you think that everything else is being done on the phones, people are talking on the phones and looking up things. So this is just an extension of what people are doing. And so we're making it, the whole idea is to make it easier for people to spend money and have this awesome experience, because you're at that pusher game and you don't want to get up because you're going to get that, get that extra card. Reload again. Keep going.
Isn't Danielle our pusher addict back over there in the corner? Yeah.
Yeah, she likes the pusher game. You know, the lack of integration to me is the beautiful thing about this industry, and also a frustrating thing. It's beautiful because it reminds me of where this industry started. It started with mom and pops wanting to open something in their community, not really having the technology figured out, but still not letting it stop them. But then it's also the frustrating part because it's grown so much, and all of these systems don't speak to each other all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's bittersweet. All right, next question. All right, for anyone out there, do you think dynamic pricing of arcades will advance to be more Uber-like? Example, you have more swipes, certain number of swipes in an hour means a price increase for that game. If it has less than X number of swipes per hour, it can be a price decrease. Just like you have more Uber rides, the price goes up, less Uber rides, the price goes down. Do you think that could be in the future?
Sure. I mean, what they're talking about is yield management, and that started with the airlines, started with the hotels. Uber is doing it, so that's just another technology that we already have sophisticated pricing that we can set by day and time. But this next step could be based on plays. And it's a great concept.
Definitely. Yeah, that's something that is achievable, I believe. Yeah, so I don't see why not if that's what the market demands.
It's a basic economics principle, right? Supply and demand. I will tell you, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, we have the Tech Express, and it's crazy because it's a tollway, and if the regular highway is not very busy, well, it doesn't cost very much to drive on the tollway. And man, if it is very busy, it can be nuts, and it can cost a whole bunch. I don't care. I go when I want to go, and so maybe that works, right?
Well, and that's what happens on Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
People expect to pay more. So
Yeah.
whether you're doing yield management or making sure that you're changing the pricing at those premium times, that's a way to drive more money to the bottom line, and the guests expect it.
I just learned that term, yield management. I learned
Yeah.
something from this think tank. Whoop, whoop. All right, our next question has to do with marketing data points. So Jackie, you'll be the lead, and then we'll let others jump in. If all the marketing data points that you can look at are overwhelming, is there a top 3 to 5 that you suggest starting with and then moving on after you feel more comfortable with those data points?
Absolutely. You should always concentrate on those guests who go into the category if they know, love, and trust you because they're repeat business. You want to capture those people and give them whatever perks and whatever love you can. So you want to know who's really giving you that 20%, who's giving you 80% of your business. The next data mark is, I think that's important, is that lookalike audience from the people who already are coming to your FEC. People are moving in and out of your community within 5 miles of your FEC every single day, and you need to be speaking to them and loving on them. And number 3, everybody celebrates their birthday. I always say when your birthday party business is good, your business is good. Knowing when birthdays are coming up and speaking to that audience 60 days, 30 days, 15 days. We know Mom's life is so busy today. She has a tendency to book that party 3 or 4 days. For some of you will know, emergency parties 24 hours before. You want to be armed and ready for that birthday party experience, because not only are you going to wow Mom, who really is your client, your customer. Number 2, those 10 to 15 kids and their parents that are coming in, if they also receive a great guest experience, then those birthday parties will multiply. And then I'll slide this one in. How often are you communicating with them outside of your park? Are you communicating with them by email? And you may say, do we really want another email in our inbox? Well, if they already know, love, and trust you and visit you, you're part of their family. You are part of their memory family, of the giggle family, of everything that happens with them. So yes, they're going to most likely open your email. So communicate with them from the heart.
Love it.
Does anyone have anything to add of data points you particularly like to look at?
I'm always,
Your jumper.
yeah, for us, what we think is, and I know CreditWorks does a good job of tracking this. Danny knows those numbers well, about how many inbound calls are we getting. And I think that that's a good indicator of how good the marketing is. Is it helping the phone ring? And I'm not sure that we have a way that we track it in our company, because sort of, and I just wonder if that's not true with with other companies as well, that we kind of know it. That's how come you need marketing experts.
I would agree. And I would even add this layer. Incoming calls are good, but what is the traffic that's going to your website? Because your website is the front door to your business.
That's
And
good.
what navigation are they doing? How hard is it for them to get to book a birthday party? To know what hours you're open on
Oh, yeah.
holidays? To know if the park is closing early because of rain, snow, tornado, anything. ease and frictionless. That's the key word here, is how less of friction are you making it on your website? So you can
Oh, that's
add
good.
software that literally shows the navigation of mom, dad on the website and where they're hitting their frustration. That's a marketing thing to me, because that bounce rate needs to be extremely low. So.
When we talked about this earlier about like tying in with some analytical tools like HubSpot that can link
Yeah.
your
Yes.
CRM from the website, you know where people are hitting. And that really is good. And most importantly, you have to look at the data. It's
Yeah.
only as good as looking and reacting to it. So that's important to make sure you set a time where you're looking at that on a weekly basis, sometimes daily.
Yeah, our big stick, and this will be in tomorrow's training, is it information or is it motivation? So I always want a data point that motivates us to take some action, because it's really interesting to look at stuff, right? But if I'm not taking, if it doesn't move me to action, I think it's still good data. Information's good, but we're busy. And I need the kind of information that's going to show me, hey, you need to do X, Y, or Z. And I'm not sure I always know, honestly, what those things are. But I love that I'm capturing that. I didn't just go to my phone. I'm capturing the marketing measurement. I'm going to add that to our scorecard, because we get it. We get it every week, and we know how many people come to the website. Jackie, they spend a crazy like 14 minutes on our site. It's a long time.
That is really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to know how to build that traffic. It's like that. Sorry, keep going. Okay.
Next question. For Jeff, what's the biggest mistake you see business owners often make with their insurance?
Boy, that's a loaded question. I will tell you, not looking into insurance and quoting insurance and talking about insurance before even opening or buying your FEC. The people that I can't tell you how many phone calls I get right now where literally they're 30 days out from closing on their FEC, and they know nothing about insurance, and they're just beginning to shop their insurance. You need to be on that early. That's the biggest mistake I see right now today.
When should they shop for it?
As soon as you think you're buying an FEC or getting involved into that process, you should be shopping for your insurance. And
But it should be in the business
calling
plan,
around
right?
and talking
Yeah,
to
it's
them.
an expense, right?
Well,
So-
not only is it probably second largest annual expense, but there are, I told you earlier, shop your insurance, get to know a couple of your different providers out there, get it in front of you, make a decision. It's a big decision. And I cannot get over how many people, hey, I just bought an FEC, we got financing, we're closing in 30 days. I'm like, really? Because we can't get that through underwriting in 30 days, let alone do a comprehensive workout of what your risk management and your insurance package is going to look like.
That's great.
Get on it early.
Another one for Jackie from Atomic City. What would be the priority for marketing a private event sale?
You mean to get a private event, or once you get them, how you treat them? From what angle are you coming at?
How to market that we offer private events.
Got it. Well, that's that good old standard of boots on the ground insurance that we call bogey. And it should be a huge part of your monthly plan, because I can assure you, churches and hospitals and youth groups and schools and junior leagues and local team events, if you're not going to them, you're missing a huge portion of your business. And once you establish that relationship, that is the biggest word of mouth gift you will ever get. When one team finds out about it, the second team does, and the third team does. And those type of industries are looking for something for their group to do. So you want to be known as the leader. Senior groups, everyone does the shut-in at the end to keep our seniors off the highway and keep alcohol out of their system. Proms are another one. That's another whole group. So you have to sit down and study your city first. Get with your chamber. Know all the churches and all of those categories, and then dive in to find out who's the decision maker of all those and get your game plan down. And just like we learned from today, how many contacts do you need to make before someone calls or emails you back? They want a tour of your facility. They want to know the safety of your facility. They want to know the price point of your facility. And the thing is they're making those decisions about 6 months out, because most of them are on a budget, senior nights, proms. Those leaders are making those decisions in September and April for September and October for February, March, and April proms. So you can never be too much ahead of the game. If you deliver a world-class experience, the news will spread fast that you are the facility for that. That takes an energetic person that understands they're probably going to get 10 no's to 1 yes. But that yes is going to spread the word that those 9 no's are going to turn into possible yeses the next year. So it's early planning, lay it out on a spreadsheet, find out who the decision makers are on it, and get on it early.
I gotta say, I love it, Jackie, that basically, I think you like encapsulated our prospecting course today. You asked about marketing, and I think she beautifully talked about sales. So thank you,
Yes,
Jackie.
it is a
Thank you, thank
sales.
you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna put it on your website, and you're gonna Facebook
Absolutely.
it, and you're gonna make pretty marketing materials to go with it too, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Right, next. Does anyone suggest an internal communication method between entire staff, management, employees on the floor that's not email?
So for Creative Works, we use some Google Chat, and we have various different rooms. We have one that is a team room that is a lot more often just passing down company information and things going on. We also have one that's called the break room, which is just what it sounds like. It's a place for the staff to share fun photos and like kind of goof off a little bit while we're all working, because we're just one big family. That's kind of what we're using.
Oh, go ahead.
We use Microsoft Teams. It's a great tool because you can have different teams groups, you can have different mixes, you can set up meetings right at the same time. You're looking at the same information. You could even be talking, and it could be on your phone, it could be on your laptop. So it's a great way to keep that communication. It's been very, very productive for us.
We use Click. So we have Zoho One. We started with Zoho CRM, and then they have a whole suite of products. And so we run our entire business on the Zoho suite. And so inside of Zoho suite, we have a product called Click, CLIQ. My team uses Click way better. I'm getting better and better all the time, but the team uses Click really good. And we have different channels, basically. I think Slack has that channel strategy.
Yes.
And yeah, it's great. We have Kudo Corner, we have a sales, we have collaboration.
Mr. Hill in North Carolina runs their entire company on Click. He basically said they're going to have their phone, like, so
Yeah.
I'm going to make my managers use them for what I need them to. And so it's as immediate as there needs to be toilet paper in the bathroom by the, escape rooms that we have up here. And it goes out on Click, and whoever's the closest like takes care of it, says I'm on it. And so they are carrying it, and so it's through the channels and things like that. So you can choose which team members are on those channels that get those messages. All right, last question for today. Are you ready?
Ready.
I think it's a big one. What recent invention or adoption of innovation do you feel has had the most impact on our industry in the last 5 to 7 years?
Easy one.
Easy.
VR.
we're pretty excited about VR at TrainerTainment. We're involved in a group called VR Collective. I think people know Bob Cooney. It's kind of the VR guru. And you guys are doing a lot with VR at Creative Works. We have a VR box that is unattended and terrifying. I'm so scared of zombies, and it just feels like they're right there. It's embarrassing. I'm sure live we'll have maybe you could get a link for this think tank, right? And they can watch the
You screaming at zombies?
screaming. I said, can you make sure that on the video you cut out all the cursing? I made words up that I didn't even know I knew. I was so scared. So it can be very real.
It's getting better and better.
It can be very real. VR. I think axe throwing has its own little space in the last 5 years.
So we've got VR.
Well, from an attraction point, VR makes total sense. From a marketing perspective, it is social media. And it's not like, well, my daughter does social media so I'm going to let her run it. Social media has become a true science. And I'm telling you, it's much more intricate than it used to be. If you have it done and you do it right, it is the best ROI for any marketing money you spend. The key there is making sure that you do it right. So from a marketing standpoint, no doubt it's social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or magically it's the combination of all of those and what messaging that you're putting out on it.
John?
Well, I think I'm going to take it from a perspective overall. I think one of the technologies that we've talked about quite a bit today is about leveraging the mobile phones and wireless technology, because we've talked about it. Drew, you brought it up about getting reports on the phone, being able to reload cards on the phone, capturing information on the phone, but making it easy because everybody does that. When you look something up, you used to go to the computer. Now you do it on your phone. If you're going to buy something, most people are sitting watching TV or in the car in traffic when you're not driving.
Your insurance is about to go up. You see Jeff Twitch down there. Yeah.
But you're looking, again, you're navigating. You talk about when we tie it, we're giving so much information to have that convenience of those maps. Well, then you look at somebody like Starbucks, they're tracking that. That's something that we can leverage into also. And that brings all of that stuff together.
Lori?
Well, I mean, we live in an Amazon society where we can get, any product within 24 hours at the most, sometimes daily. So that instant gratification piece with having everything at your fingertips is huge.
Yeah.
With the accessibility of having apps for everything. There's an app for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Secondly, on the VR piece, I mean, VR is consistently trending up. So it's got to be part of the mix of attractions going forward if you want to stay relevant. And just like technology, it improves every day. So everyone's going to be coming out with the newest cutting edge product. So just trying to stay ahead of that, finding what works inside your mix with your current attractions and your branding, but also drawing new business in.
Just kind of adding to that on the VR piece where, 5 years ago, you'd go to the trade shows and there's maybe 4 or 5 providers of VR. The following year, there's 15 to 20. This last year, you go to a trade show and you can't go around a corner and not see another type of VR. But also the types of VR that are coming out. Originally it was just your tethered arena type platforms. Then it transitioned into arcade type pieces, and now you're seeing that the free roam is continuing to grow in that sector. And VR just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think for our company, I feel like the ability to do virtual training and to do some of those things that we got real innovative and creative with. I mean, if there was one great thing that came out of 2020, everybody learned how to use Zoom. Woo! We had been doing that for 15 years. And so now it's really great that for us in the training realm, we figured out a way to get to folks in that 1 hour training spot in a virtual way, really affordable for them. keeps us from having to get on planes. And I think we could do more things for more people more often. And I know that's self-serving, but you gave me the floor, so I took it. All right, there you go.
Sure.
Yeah, I would go back to the apps. I think it's the apps. You have to be on that mobile device, right? Like she said, the marketing is all there, the social media. So if they can go straight from that social media to you on the phone and go and play in your facility, it just makes it so much easier for them to do.
All right, well, that is it for today's questions. They did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Wasn't that full of great questions and insight? I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it at the conference with such great experts. Do you have any questions that you would like to get answered? Remember, you can always email me at candy@trainertainment.net if you would like to be a guest on Think Tank, or if you suggest a topic for a future Think Tank episode. Thanks for joining us this week. Keep growing.
Hello, my name is Brittany Betty, and I am the Regional Sales Director and Business Development Manager over at Betson Enterprises. Here at Betson, we are so excited to be a part of TrainerTainment this year. For those of you who are unaware of Betson and what we do, we are the leading distributor of coin-operated equipment, and we are a family-owned business that has been around for 85 plus years. Please take a moment to watch a quick video on an introduction on the phased approach and turnkey solution we can offer you in your facility. Thank you so much for taking the time for watching. And if you have any questions and would like to reach out to me, I can be reached at my email at bbetty, BBETTI, at Betson, BETSON.com. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions or needs you might have in the family entertainment industry, and I would be happy to assist you. Thank you and have a great day.
Are you looking for ways to maximize profits and consolidate systems and processes? Join the Party Center Software and Party Center Pay family. Our suite of solutions makes it easy for you to run your family entertainment center or event business. Our online party booking system makes booking parties and events a breeze. Our point of sale system, digital waivers, and reports will help you simplify steps for your staff and make your guest experience seamless. Our online store allows you to sell products, gift certificates, and other services anytime, even when you're sleeping. But it doesn't end there. All of the solutions mentioned connect with our payment processing platform, Party Center Pay, making it easier than ever to manage your business. Not only can Party Center Pay save you money by cutting out extraneous fees, but Party Center Pay makes it easy to take online deposits or full payments, and we even have a contactless payment option. Paired with our incredible support team and dedicated customer success managers, growing and managing your business has never been easier. Schedule a call with us today to learn more.
My wife and I, this is a partnership with her and I, so we both agreed that, in in creating scary strokes, that we want to make sure that we have the best available of everything. You know, embed just seemed like the perfect fit. Like, you know, it was pretty streamlined and had the point of sales and the software for the redemption, and it just seemed, you know, natural to us. So we've been with embed since the very beginning. And so when embed, you know, was introducing the mobile wallet, it seemed like a good opportunity for us to jump on, and it's wonderful. I mean, you don't you reload your card from it, you know, redeem your tickets from it. There's nothing not to like about it. I mean, it's very convenient. It's very clever for sure.
Empowering your employees to manage your redemption area with confidence can be a challenge. The redemption counter is often the last stop your customers make before leaving your facility. That's why we do everything we can to help your staff make that experience one worth returning for. Our service packages allow you to reap the benefits of expertise and customer support, no matter where your business is in its maturity. The Advanced and Pro service bundles are unmatched by any other redemption provider in the industry. They allow you to get the support you need when you need it. Gain confidence in your redemption program, knowing your employees are taking advantage of benefits like exclusive redemption training, regular planogram refreshes, product performance and spending reports, and much more. All accessible from an online portal customized to your business. Learn more at services.redemptionplus.com.